It's been a long time, guys. I haven't made a video in a while. And all these windows in front of me on this screen, that's the reason why. I haven't been able to do a unique video in a while. My last video was a PvP video. I still have to make the timestamps for that. I wasn't able to make the 40 Warrior MC. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough people sign up and join up. We'll still try to make something like that happen again. We're still trying to make events like that happen. We've just been really busy the past 2 weeks, guys. We've been extremely busy. The VroZone Discord has never been busier than the past 2 weeks. If you can, it'll be in the link in the description below for the VroZone Discord. Go ahead and join the VroZone Discord. I started hosting my own GDKPs on my Discord. I had been hosting GDKPs on the Forbes Discord for about half a year. Been learning a lot of stuff from Tay, a lot of stuff from all the other raid leaders, from Paz, from all the other raid leaders before us, and I felt like I had to do something on my own. I had been running morning raids pretty much by myself for the last month. There were a lot of people before me that were helping me a lot in the morning runs. Shoyo, Spiky, Leet. But as time went on, these people started to just kind of just fade into the background. And suddenly, before I knew it, I was just the only person hosting morning raids every single day of the week. If I wasn't hosting a raid, no one would host it. So what I did was I moved all the raids to my own Discord, and I decided to do something pretty controversial. It's not too controversial if you're from another server, but the thing about Fairbanks Horde is that it's pretty controversial here. So the culture here with GDKP, with gold bid rating on Forbes Horde is I said Forbes Horde, right? It should be Fairbanks Horde. But the reason why I had that mistake was because Forbes is the premier name when it comes to GDKP, at least in terms of pioneering the game. They changed the way we saw GDKP before Forbes, before Tay. We really weren't doing any pickup groups or any like public loot systems with GDKP. And when Tay first introduced GDKP to Fairbanks, there was 0% cut to the raid lead. Tay took no reservations, he took no cuts for the organizing. It was very just freeform, very laissez-faire almost. The only perks to being an officer back then were you get to make the rosters if you were in charge of the night or whatever. So Forbes had a great moment in time. They just killed KT. They're still doing raids now. I don't want to be a bummer and say that the best times of Forbes is behind it, but I would say the best times of all the GDKP is I mean, the time is nearing, right? The best time might have been fresh out of AQ, right out of Blackwing Lair, maybe even fresh into Nax, but what I'll tell you is now that we've all seen GDKP, now that we've all experienced it, we have a different perspective of it. The thing about Horde is they had never done a % cut ever for the organizer, and I always thought that was a little weird. I thought that was kind of strange. I admired Tay a lot for doing what he did, for organizing what he did. I don't think Tay has done what I'm doing right now, which, as you can see, these are spreadsheets. Over the past just 10 days, 11 days, I've had over 200 unique Discord names join my raids. I track players by Discord name so that even if their alts join, I'm tracking them. I'm looking at raid logs for all these players. I'm tracking which guilds attend. I'm doing this every single day too. So like this past week, Full Circle brought 27 people to my raids. Last week they brought 36. So this is the graphic you're seeing on here. And the reason I've been so busy and I haven't said anything is because I've been trying to just get this off the ground. We made the VroZone Discord to start, doing fun events, to have a little community. And then we started doing GDKP raids There's a whole chunk, you know, a whole section of it, and every day, 8 a.m. Every single day, 8 a.m. This week we're doing 4 Blackwing layers and 3 AQs. Last week we did 5 Blackwing layers and 2 AQs. I'm gonna bring Naxxramas back eventually. But all this stuff you see right in front of me, this is just like stuff I've been tracking. And the reason I'm tracking all this stuff, and the reason I kind of gave that prelude about the culture of Horde, is I'm starting to take a cut on my Discord. So the reason I'm not hosting all my raids on Forbes is because I want to take a cut from the raids. And other servers do this. Just not this server. Even Alliance on Fairbanks, I'm pretty sure takes a cut. I think we are in a rare exception where the Horde Fairbanks culture for GDKP, the raid leaders, the organizers, have never taken a cut. I'm the first person I know that's doing this. I know now that I've done this, other people are starting to do other things, such as give tank bonuses or parsing bonuses. All the gold I reward is attendance based. I don't want to do any behavior based awards yet. I'm not too ready to dip my feet into that. I'm pretty conservative when it comes to trying out new stuff, so I thought about this for a while. Like, how do I fund all these ideas I have? How do I keep making a community? Well, the 5 ways I've been giving the gold back to my community is I've been taking a rake from the raids, adding it up each week. Last week I made 1,000 gold for 1% of the rake. So I said 5%. Why is this 1%? Is because 1% is going to 5 different places. So 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%. Right? So 1,000 gold is going to myself towards savings, because I never save gold, and Burning Crusade's coming out. I literally spend more gold than I make all the time. So I have to force myself to save gold. 1,000 gold is going to the top 5 attending raiders that join my raids each week. So if you just sign up, if you pick the classes that I need, if you join the most amount of raids, you just get this. I know it's deceiving because it says top 5 attending. It doesn't mean by performance. It just means by number of attendance. So right here on this big old spreadsheet, I've been tracking attendance. This past week, Jupiter has joined 6 of my raids. Molten Core, Blackwing Lair, he joined it both raids on Wednesday, and he's joined almost every single raid this week. He just has a lot of alts. He has characters that I need. I've been doing my best to randomize the roster and picking new people, and like I did say earlier, I have 200 different Discord names. 203 different Discord names I've drafted over the last 10, 11 days. 12 days, I guess. It's just, I've been learning myself, you know, how to balance this. Bring new people, award the old. It's an ongoing process. So, last week, 5 different people won a split of this 1,000 gold. I gave 215 gold to Big Foss, 215 to G-Skeep, 215 to Pantheon, 215 to Tyranny, and 215 to Van. I gave 1,000 gold to Full Circle, the G-Bank of Full Circle. I just met up with an officer and gave him 1,000 gold. 1,074. I set aside 1,074 gold for the Fairbanks events. This is the 40 Warrior MC, which unfortunately did not happen. Otherwise, it would have been on this YouTube. Apparently, the Koreans have already done this, but I was not able to get enough people organized on a Saturday evening. I think maybe the time for getting all the warriors has passed. Maybe I should have done it a month ago. I was slow to organize, to be honest with you guys. And then 1,000 gold is set aside for the 420 giveaways. I do about 4 or 5 of these a week, and they cost about 1,000 gold to do a giveaway, so a little bit of that gold helps mitigate it. I'm tracking logs, I'm tracking spending. These are the biggest spenders of last week. And hidden behind all this is the Discord. And if you can see this, this is all people just joining, new names that joined. So on January 17th, I announced I was going to start doing GDKPs. You can see people are joining slowly before this for special events, for my, just being fans of the Ro. But then once the GDKPs were announced on January 17th, you can see I have to like update permissions because I didn't realize so many people are going to join. More and more people come. Here's me saying update permissions, or sorry, permissions look funny, restart disk. More and more people are joining. More and more people are joining. And people are still joining to this day. It's actually just, the feedback has been fantastic. It's been controversial for me to take a rake out of the raids, but I've been consistent in delivering 8 a.m. raids every day of the week. I've been looking at the rosters, curating them, checking on who's spending, who's performing. The raids have been going overall very great. This morning was a tough raid this morning. In my tough, I just mean it was a 2-hour Blackwing lair, nothing crazy. But the day before that, I like smashed my AQ40 record. The day before that, I smashed my Blackwing lair record. The day before that was another Blackwing lair record. So the raids on the new VroZone Discord have been excellent. I want to just thank everyone for supporting the VroZone Discord, everyone for being a part of the GDKPs. Congratulations, guys, on your loot and gold. Thank you guys for making just the run smooth. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Taking a rake has been controversial. I can say that again and again and again. But I think you guys can understand, and you guys have shown me the support when I say I'm making these spreadsheets, I'm tracking stuff, I'm giving the gold back to communities. And the VroZone Discord has just been growing and growing every day. I have signups on the left side of this. So there's Tuesday Blackwing Lair, Wednesday Blackwing Lair, Thursday AQ40, Friday Blackwing Lair. And then I'm starting this new thing where Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, near the end of the raid week, I'm going to start stacking them. And a little bit more info on what stacking means. So on the right side, I've been awarding members with new roles. One is called High Roller, one is called MVP. If you spend the most gold in my raid that day, you will just get the badge High Roller. You'll just get that role in my Discord. If you're one of the top parsers of the day, either the tank, the polar, the top melee DPS, the top range DPS, the top healer, or the top cleanser, dispeller, poisoner, whatever, you'll get an MVP. So I don't give gold rewards, but I do start recognizing players over time. I just start giving badges out to people. Obviously, some people will get the same badge over and over again. Like Itachi. Itachi's a great player. He heals well. He DPS as well. So, he's an MVP. And it's good to just start recognizing which members are the good members. High rollers and MVPs will be prioed for stacked events, and then I'll do my best to just randomize the roster for everyone else. One thing I will say, I know that some people have a hard time getting into GDKP rosters. Sometimes it's a tight-knit community. I even had someone come to me earlier and said that they never ever got into one of my raids and that they were really, really upset with me. I'm doing my best. I do randomize the rosters when I start putting these signups up. This is a bad example because you can't see it. But for these signups, I really do just... I look at the signups. I go to a random number generator. It'll be... See. Look at the number one. Look at the number one thing. The number one thing in my search is random number generator. Random. And I just randomly number generate and just pick names and put them into my my predefined classes for each raid. I'm doing my best to be impartial, doing my best to invite new people, but slowly reward those that make contributions in terms of gold or in terms of carrying the raid. This was just a long talking video, but I really thought this video was due. I haven't made like a special event video. I haven't done anything crazy on YouTube. And this is why. I've been working on the VroZone GDKPs. I was getting a little burnt out near the New Year's, trying to keep up making gold for these special events, making gold for the giveaways, making gold for Fairbanks, and it's a weird time. The game's coming to an end. but I still want to play with you guys. I still want to do stuff. I just don't want to burn myself out. And I thought one of the best ways to do that, instead of just raiding 24/7 and then waking up and raid leading and being in grumpy mood or being, you know, less than a stellar raid leader, I thought that maybe I could just focus my efforts and ask myself, you know, like, if I could just make gold from raid leading, how could I do it? If I could just improve the server from just leading more raids and giving back to the server, how could I do it? And this was the answer. If I just take a small rake, be transparent with it, give back to the people, highlight those who do well, and try to cultivate the community and grow it, I think it'll work. And so far, the feedback has been excellent, has been positive. It's been growing. I feel grateful. I do have a lot of work on my hands. I'm looking at spreadsheets. I'm looking at logs. I have to be bad cop sometimes. I have to tell some people, like, hey, you're not playing so good. Like, what's going on? I've taught some players some things, you know, just like, hey, you need to use these certain, you know, down ranks, or, you know, add these hotkeys or whatever. It's a lot of work. I think it's really rewarding. The community is transferred from the coffee hour in Forbes to the coffee hour into my server. I've seen a lot of support. I'm really thankful. You guys make the raids as great as they are. I am just a raid leader that's learning, you know, right in front of you guys. I'm a community leader that's still learning right in front of you guys. And I really, really appreciate you guys for coming through with me. And I hope to keep playing with you guys as long as I can through Classic. And of course, I'm so excited for the Burning Crusade. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to help you guys have fun, make some gold, make some loot. This is what I've been doing. This is the VroZone Discord. Join in the link below in the description. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.